What's up, y'all? It's your boy Taz the Prince, and welcome to another Call the People review. And y'all, listen, it's Monday, and I don't know how to feel. Part of me right now feels like I'm tired and I want to take a nap. But then part of me is excited to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta because the final episode gave us so much stuff. Like, girl, where was all this stuff at the beginning of the season? Y'all wait till the end of the season to give us all of this? We've been waiting for shit like this all season. Like, bravo, what are we doing? Like, how did y'all wait till the final season to give us all of this good, juicy wrap-upness? Like, we should have been seeing the stuff that led up to this. Call the people. Anyway, let's just get into it all, y'all. Let's get into the Real Housewives. So, episodes start out with the Go Naked dolls, the Portia dolls, okay? That's what I'm calling them, the Portia dolls. Because that's what they are, the Portia, I don't know. Cynthia and Drew and them matching outfits with long bust-down wigs, taking pictures. Go naked, yay, me, ha ha ha. Yeah, we all know it's a Portia alliance. We know it's a scheme that Todd set up with the bullshit, okay? Call the people. That's what it started out with. And then it went into It went into Pinky giving another speech, girl. Pinky, girl, I don't want to hear no more business speeches. I don't want to see no more seminars. Like, stop, Pinky, stop, girl, stop. Like, I'm just gonna keep saying that every video. Then K Michelle working on her album. And K Michelle had an album release party, which was real cute. It was like Nashville themed or whatever. And like she invited all the girls there and the girls was kikiing ha. Like, I love that. I love when they can do group events and stuff and it work out. Now, at the K Michelle release party, the girls was a little messy. Okay, K Michelle and Drew got into it at the album release party. And it all stemmed from K Michelle, because K Michelle was doing the mic toss. And granted, K Michelle passed the mic to everybody. And if she wouldn't have passed the mic to Drew, it would have been a problem. But even if she did pass the mic to Drew, which she did, it's still a problem. Like, it was a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Like, K Michelle could not pass the mic to Drew. Because if she would have skipped over Drew, it would have been a big issue of... Excuse me, y'all. That was a little nasty, girl. Excuse me. But what I was saying was, K Michelle could not hand the mic to Drew. Because if she would have not handed the mic to Drew, it would have been a problem. But she handed the mic to Drew, and it still was a problem. And I think it was more so of a problem because Drew tried to make it a problem because Drew tried to act like she didn't know K Michelle's song. Now, for real, K Michelle VSOP is that song. Drew, you don't know VSOP? We gonna light some candles tonight, very special. We gonna do whatever you like, very special. Hope you got some chillin' on ice, very special. Oh, very special. Oh, very special. Oh, very special. Oh. Drew trying to act like she don't know VSOP. Girl, bye. Everybody know K Michelle. That song is everything. Girl, all the girlies was listening to K Michelle. Like, what are you talking about? Try to act like you don't know the song. So that's where it stemmed from. Then the girls got around in the circle and they got to talking, and K Michelle was thanking the girls like, yeah, thank y'all for coming, blah, blah, blah. And then they get the, chit-chatting. And let me tell you about Pinky. Pinky produced the hell out of that K Michelle album release party. Because when they got into the circle and got to talking, Pinky producer brain. And this is part of the reason why I like Pinky and part of the reason why she rubbed me the wrong way. Because she always on. Pinky ain't never off. Like, her brain is always working. It's always on. So, in the moment, it worked for her brain to be on. Because, wait a minute. I love that with y'all. I love how y'all could kumbaya and get cool. I love how she looked at Drew and K Michelle like, oh, look at that. yeah, we like that. Cute. Can we see more of this? Knowing that was going to start some shit. So now Drew and K. Michelle get to talking back and forth, and the volume levels start getting a little high. And I was saying to myself when I was listening to it, like, oh, girl, this is going from playful to serious real quick. So then security put out his arm or something around K. Michelle. K. Michelle started doing her pulling away, and Drew started clocking in and turning on. Because, you know, when you activate Drew, she get activated. Because she love to argue. Drew love to argue, little shade, but she try to act like she don't. But K. Michelle and Drew get to arguing. You better back up. You better back up. They going back and forth. And then all out of nowhere, Drew just hit the ground. Boop. I said, down goes motherfucking Frazier, Drew. And then Drew gonna get up and say that the people was pushing her. What people was pushing you, Drew? Call the people. No, for real. Like, what people was pushing you, Drew? The delusion. Like, that's what makes Drew a good housewife. Because it's the slight delusion that she has. Because, girl, you hit the ground and got up and talking about somebody pushed you. When the cameras was right there, who pushed you? And then turned around in the same breath and said, you tripped over your pants. Like, you forgot you had a mic on? Like, what? And then when you outside with Portia, you say somebody pushed you. And Portia like, girl, look at your pants. Your pants is long. Ain't nobody push you. But yeah, it's that I like about Drew. And speaking of Drew, let's get into the Drew mess of it all. Drew and Ralph are divorcing. And in this episode, we got to see Drew go look for a house because Ralph said he was kicking her out, girl. Well, he ain't say he was kicking her out. Ralph really kicked Drew out. Ralph moved from the basement upstairs. He said, I'm about to show you how to move out, okay? So Drew was looking for a house. And the house Drew was looking for was actually pretty cute. Like, it was a cute little house. It was like $1 million, $1.3 million, something like that. So she with her mama, they get to chit-chat, and the mama like, yeah, girl, I'm glad that that's over. You putting the past behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ralph a nice guy, but we ain't really click it like that. Now, let me tell you how petty Ralph is. Ralph is so petty that he didn't even allow Drew to have a birthday party for her mama in the damn house. And then, furthermore, Ralph be over there regulating shit because now Drew asking Ralph, like, can I have a party upstairs? He downstairs. You upstairs. Why the hell does it even matter what's happening upstairs? I mean, unless in the court order they said that Ralph and you had to have permission about events, okay. But Ralph is so petty. You could have let damn Drew. You could have let Drew throw that party upstairs. Drew already got to find somewhere to stay. Ralph is too petty. Ralph said he gonna get Drew an I-49, a 242, because you could have let her throw that party for her mama upstairs in that house. Drew already said she ain't got no money. So now you got Drew out here buying Airbnbs and smoke on the table with sunflowers for her mama somewhere else when she could have saved money on a venue. Ralph is so petty. Call the people. Ralph is so petty, but listen, I get it because if it was vice versa, I don't know if Drew would have let Ralph throw a party in the upstairs. I mean, shit, she made him move to the basement, girl. He be sneaking and creeping down in the basement. Quad on the creek in the basement. Like, shh. So, yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was petty because I was like, damn, Ralph. But anyway, Drew mama is turning 81 years old. And listen, by far the most gorgeous 81-year-old I've seen. Like, now my grandma is gorgeous, okay? Now my grandma is top tier, okay? Gorgeous, like number one gorgeous. But Drew mama, I didn't realize she was that old. Like, I didn't realize she was that old. Like, she be moving, shaking, and gyrating, skin and black don't crack. She got her red dyed. I think it's the hair that really be doing it because Drew mama switch up her hairstyle, so I think that's what's keeping her young looking. But 81, I did not think 81. I did not think 81. I did not. By far, though. She is definitely in the top. Drew mama probably in top 15 gorgeous women at 81 because I've seen a lot of gorgeous older women, right? And ain't nobody surpassing my grandma. She number one. But she on that list somewhere, for sure. Call the people. What else happened? Shamea and them met up. Shamea Pinky, K. Michelle met up and took the kids to the pumpkin patch. Let's talk about that real quick. Shamea, Pinky, K. Michelle meet up. Shamea and Pinky take their daughters to the pumpkin patch, and they did the whole shebang. K. Michelle said she always wanted to have a daughter, but she didn't have a daughter. She had a son, and she ain't ready to have no more kids, so she cherished everybody's daughters like her daughter. And she loves Shamea and Pinky daughter or whatever. Now, what I'm trying to figure out, K. Michelle, you comfortable with saying you love K. Michelle? What I'm trying to say. K. Michelle, you comfortable with saying you love Shamea, child, like your own, but you're not comfortable for taking up Shamea in front of Portia? Like, I'm not understanding the confusion here. How is Pinky, K. Michelle, and Shamea close, but Pinky and K. Michelle not showing up for Shamea? Like, in this scene, if K. Michelle telling me that she cherishes her relationships with Shamea daughter and Pinky daughter, but then a couple episodes ago, you allowed Shamea to get ate up at the table by the Portia Alliance and you didn't take up for her. Like, this is the confusion part that I think Shamea is having too, because why y'all fucking with me but then not fucking with me? Like, it's not making sense to me. It's blowing me. Like, it really is, because, like, how? Like, how are y'all able to sit at the pumpkin patch with Shamea and be hee ha ha key, but y'all not willing to take up for her when she be at the table fighting and fending for her life by herself? And K. Michelle, you wrong for even questioning why Shamea said she don't have no real friends. Look at you. You perform one way when Portia and the girls not around, because when they not around, now you ha ha keying. Y'all daughters hanging out. You love her daughter, you Auntie K. Michelle. But then Auntie K. Michelle, sisterly love ain't showed up when Shamea really needs somebody to show up for her. What? And then, like, Pinky played a fence so much that I don't know if Shamea need to be aware of that. Because the way Pinky rides the fence, like, girl, 1 minute you like, Shamea, I don't know. Then the next minute you having daughter mommy dates. Like, anybody that I allow my child to hang around and kick it with, and I can kiki with, and I feel comfortable with, I should be able to take up for them when I'm in their face. Like, that, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And I can understand the Shamea frustration of it all, because why are y'all trying to play me like I'm some floozy, some lackluster asshole? Like, why y'all trying to play me like that when we sit at the table and kiki? Like, what? I can see how she'd be thrown off in a moment, because why ain't nobody talking for me? Like, why ain't nobody talking for me? Like, what we doing here? Call the people. And then Shamea said she was dodging bullets and she was tired of playing around with the girls. That's why she's so angry. Like, she got pent up aggression. She going through this whole IVF surrogate, one last embryo, male embryo, son embryo thing, right? And then she got to deal with losing her best friend while trying to bring a person in this world. That's stressful for anybody. Like, has anybody stopped to think to say, okay, Shamea might really be stressed out emotionally because she going through all this loss of embryos and children and probably never grieved that properly, going through the loss of her best friend at the same time, having grieved that, also by trying to bring another life in the world? It's too much. Shamea is too much, and I understand why she's breaking down. But if you her friend, you should know that, because if y'all having conversations, you should know and be able to say, hey, y'all, listen, my friend going through a lot right now. She dealing with all these losses that haven't properly grieved, and I don't think y'all need to be on her like that. But nobody has said that about Shamea. Nobody has came to Shamea back. Nobody has stood up for Shamea. But y'all can go kiki and have lunch with Shamea when Portia not around. Call the people. What else happening? Oh, Phaedra is Kelly's lawyer still. They still in playing around in the courthouse. Like, where did they get these CCTV videos of the damn Phaedra outside the courthouse talking with her Edna Mode wig on, and here go Kelly on the other side? Well, I don't know. I can't really say right now. He didn't show up to court and he didn't do this. Please, y'all. Y'all are so performative. Where did y'all get footage of y'all on the news? That wasn't even a real news thing. Phaedra, stop roping Kelly into your shenanigans and foolishness, girl. You got her up there believing you're a real lawyer. You better win some shit. I know that. Phaedra better win some shit. Because when you see her win no shit since she been on Real Housewives. The last time I seen something with Phaedra as a lawyer was when that man handed her that big wad of money. Y'all remember that? When Phaedra walked out to that parking lot and that man opened up his passenger door and dug down in that center console and handed her that wad of money and she put it in her purse. You remember that? That's the last time I seen Phaedra do some lawyer work. So I'm trying to figure out why is Kelly so trusting with Phaedra to do her damn lawyer work. And then Phaedra got a boardroom full of lawyers, and I know they all looking at Phaedra like, girl, you only here 2 days out the motherfucking month. Please don't try to come in here and sit in the head chair and run shit. And why y'all need 7 lawyers for Kelly? You needed 7 lawyers at the boardroom table for a divorce? And the poor little white lady, the YT lady, the poor little lady, associate lawyer, she was over there hearing all this black drama mess, and she just was shaking her head. Because she know Phaedra finna rope Kelly into some bullshit. She know it. And then Mr. Quentin, supposed to be Phaedra's business partner or firm partner or founder or something, he over there feeding into it too. Y'all know Phaedra ain't being nobody lawyer, nothing. It's so performative. Call the people. Call the people. But I am going to say this though, Dr. Ken and Phaedra was a little close. Dr. Ken walked into that little house party and walked down there and groped Phaedra from the back. He touched Phaedra on the small of her back, and Phaedra just melted like chocolate, baby. It's easy like Sunday morning. I said, you want to see a whole fold? Watch Phaedra fold in Dr. Ken's arms. Fold it. Come pick up your clothes. Because Phaedra was folded. Dr. Ken started whispering them sweet nothings in Phaedra's ear. That therapist talk. I know Dr. Ken know how to talk somebody through something because he talked people through their problems for a living. Dr. Ken whispered in Phaedra's ear. Phaedra folded. I'm talking about he wrapped his arms for real, y'all. Y'all see the way he put his arm around Phaedra? What? He just... I said, wait a second, Dr. Ken. What's going on here? Call the people. And then Phaedra over there licking the cup because she knows she was hot and ready, baby. I'm talking about puss was on fire. Okay, I'm talking about the golden pussy. Call the people. No, for real, because Phaedra was hot. And Dr. Ken didn't look bad, though. He was making his way around the room to all the women's, okay? And I know Dr. Ken smelled good. Over there touching them ladies on the small of that back like that. Grope Phaedra like that. I said, damn, that's a man for you. Call the people. What else happened? I think that's it, y'all. I think we covered... Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't talk about Angela and her family dinner. Let's talk about Angela at the family dinner. I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of other people have said this too. Angela Oakley is a hitting gem. Why didn't we get these Angela Oakley stories on the other seasons of Real Housewives? She would have fit in so well with the Sherees, the Cynthias, the NeNes, the Candies, those girls. Angela would have fit right in because her storyline, her cadence, the way they flow in and out of stuff, the way she able to give us problem and then came up with a solution. Now she ain't got a solution for Fangie yet. We still waiting on her to release Fangie, girl. This about she by Shamea at this point. But I like the way Angela is able to come on our screen and maneuver through these problems and ultimately still give her her own backstory and issues and family stuff, right? Because, like, while she do get down in the dirt with the girls, she also is over here giving us some type of mature resolve in her family. Like, she might not be the most mature in her arguments with the girls, because she just called Kelly a broke bitch. You know what I'm saying? But for her to be able to have a conversation with her daughter's wife, and Charles was sitting at the head of that table smiling at Angela for being so mature. Kudos to Angela. I really do think that Angela would have did way better on those beginning seasons of Atlanta, but I like that we're getting her now because it gives us that nostalgic vibe, even though she a new girl. And Angela is on the Porsche train, and that bothers me. But it doesn't take the fact away that she is a magnificent housewife. Hands down, hands down, hands down. Her and Stacey Rush was the best additions to the Real Housewives universe that we could have ever possibly got. Right? Like, I should be saying that about Shamea too. But the problem is with Shamea is she just tried too hard. And I think that's the problem. That's the problem. Because even with Shamea, right? Like speaking of try too hard, on this episode, because it's all coming back to me. On this episode, Shamea sat there and pulled out the HOA fine papers and handed them to Drew, talking about the horse pooped in her yard. Girl, wrong place. We understand what you're trying to do, but you really brought the papers like desperate, like womp womp. Like, girl, this is not the friend contract with Cynthia. Like, those are the things that bother me about Shamea, because she try to make moments and they don't land, and she end up in corny world. And then now we looking at Shamea like, oh, she corny, boo. Like, get her off the screen, corny, and it just make us like, ugh. But then on the other hand, we want to take up for Shamea because we understand that Portia really trying to ice Shamea out of this whole Real Housewives world thing because she don't want Shamea there. But it's just irky and irritating to see how much Shamea wants to make a moment. Like, I don't think Shamea realizes that she already had a pivotal spot in the Real Housewives world, regardless of if she was a housewife or not. Like, we knew Shamea without even knowing Shamea. Like, yes, we did not know the extent to Shamea and what her life was and how lavish she lived and her family things and things like that. But when Shamea was a friend of, she still was a favorite. She still was liked. The girls still liked her. Whether she was with Candy, whether she was with Portia, whether she showed up down there with Toya and Rashida and them, we like Shamea. But the main character syndrome makes her so corny because she wants to be something. Like, girl, why did you bring no HOA papers to K. Michelle, like, album release? Like, wrong time for that. And then the fact that you mentioned it to Pinky and K. Michelle ahead of time, you should have even said, oh, well, K. Michelle, I'm going to bring the HOA papers to your album release party, matter of fact, because that's the first time I'm going to see her, and I'm going to show her that I got this. And then if you would have had the papers at the park, at the pumpkin patch, it would have hit a little bit better, because, girl, not the papers. You know what I'm saying? And then when they brought the papers out again, K. Michelle can be like, I seen those papers. But, girl, you pulled out the papers and there was no validation or credibility behind those papers. So now it's a wash. It's boring. It's like, ugh. Like, those are the things that make Shamea corny. Snooze fest. Like, girl, ugh. Call the people. That's my breakdown on the Real Housewives, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about this episode, y'all. I do want to talk about the Candy and Tamar thing. And I think I'm going to release a video on the Kmar and Tamar thing. The Candy and Tamar thing. Because, girl, I watched the Candy interview about Tamar. And Candy said she don't give a fuck. Okay? Call people, y'all. So, like, comment, subscribe. Watch out for my Candy and Tamar video. That'll probably be out tomorrow, y'all. Happy Monday. Take a shot of tequila. And anyway, and always, make sure you stay particular about yourself and all the rest of this shit, right? I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm rambling. But, yeah, let me get off the screen and see y'all later. Bye.